How are you doing today? I don't know about you, but I feel like the world's upside down right now. Maybe because it is. And even though I have a lot of tools and I feel regulated most of the time, I noticed I have a little underlying anxiety that pops up just reading the news or waking up during the day and hearing some information that is extraordinary. And that feels to happen more often than not these days. So in this video, I wanted to teach you how to do what we call a safe, calm state exercise. And we learned it in EMDR training. So I'll write in the link some information on that. But I really want to give you a tool to help you calm your body down, to help you feel safe. This is really important, especially right now with all the things happening, all the unknowns. There is a sense of inconsistency, of things that are extraordinary that haven't happened before, and they're becoming normalized. And this doesn't feel very safe. I don't know about you, but I know I don't feel very safe most of the time. And I need to work a little bit harder to regulate my system. So today, before we even start, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Heather. I'm really glad that you're here. I'm glad that you found this video. I'm new at this. It's not fancy. It's really simple and to the point. And I just want to give you the tools. So I hope you like it. So let's take a moment before we do anything. Just check in with what are you experiencing in this moment? What are you feeling in this moment? So if you can just take a moment, I like to start with my head first. And like, what are my thoughts right now? So you can close your eyes, or you can, or maybe you're very aware of what you're thinking. Just think of the primary thoughts that are popping up for you. You can jot them down, or maybe you don't have to. Maybe they're pretty consistent and you know what they are. This next step might be a little bit more difficult for some of us, but ignore the thoughts and go below the neck. I want you to go into your body. What physical sensations are you having right in this moment? Just scan your body. Is there any tension or numbness? Or maybe it's screaming, your stomach is in a pit, or your heart is racing. Just notice your physical sensations. And just complete this sentence. I am feeling, and just name it. Our brain likes it when we name things. We're not wondering why, or what's happening to me. It's like, I'm feeling anxious. I have a little fear going on right now. Just name it. I'm exhausted. That's another common one. Okay, so let's work with this calm, safe state. This is something we're going to use tapping. I just used a little tapping on my shoulders for this. If you don't want to use tapping, you can just gently breathe as well. But before we even tap, we're going to think of a place that is calm and safe for you. And I know some people don't have a calm, safe place. We can imagine one. We can maybe have seen a picture and put ourselves into that picture of this beautiful landscape and conjure up this ideal safe spot. And if you don't have that, what I'm going to do is I'll speak out loud through this exercise. So I'll share my safe space and you can share it as well. And if you don't want to hear my voice, you can just mute while I go through this exercise and watch as we go. It's simply going to be with this state. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring up all the sensations of the state. All the senses are going to get involved. What do we hear? What do we feel? What do we smell? And be in that place. Okay, so it looks like this. So we can close our eyes. I'm going to cross my arms across my chest and just my hands, opposite hand on each shoulder. And when I feel that calm space, we'll begin tapping and I'll cue you into that. So going into this space, for me, I see it so clearly. I was there the other day. It's a place in the woods near a creek. The creek is in the distance. The air is cool. It's very temperate, maybe 65, 70 degrees. So warm, cool, perfect temperature. a light breeze. I feel the warmth of the sun on my skin, and the sunlight is just dappling through the trees. So it's a soft cast of the sun on me. It's not stark. I see clear blue skies beyond the treetops. I smell dry grass and dry leaves of the late summer. I can hear the creek gurgling in the distance. And there's some birds scurrying around in the treetops above me. The only sound I hear is a gentle breeze moving through the drying leaves of the late summer. The air smells so sweet. It's just gently, gently touching my cheeks. I'm warm. I'm sitting under a tree on the earth. There's pine needles on the ground. They're soft and warm. I feel very safe here. And so I just check in with my body, and I'm just going to gently tap slowly. This is a positive experience. Very slow taps. And notice what I'm feeling. There's a relaxed rhythm to my breathing. I'm breathing deep. My skin is soft. I feel safe, and I feel calm. I'm going to pause. I'm going to think of something just slightly annoying. Slightly annoying. What is slightly annoying? I don't know, because I'm imagining sitting outside, I think of socks sometimes get bunched up in your shoes when you're walking, and to me, that's a little annoying. I have to stop and fix my sock. It's irritating. So if I think of that bunched up sock as I'm walking, I feel a little tension build in my chest, a little irritation build in my facial muscles as I squirm about in my body. And then I'm going to recall that forest scene, take myself back to that forest scene, back to where I'm calm and relaxed. I can smell the sweet air, feel the warm sunlight, gently tapping, bringing myself back to that place, listening to the gurgling of the creek, the birds in the distance, the incredible blue sky. I'm just going to pause here and stop. So this exercise is helping you realize that you can use your imagination and call up all your senses, all your memories of a certain place that makes you feel calm and safe. And it directly impacts your nervous system. It calms you down and deepens your breath. You feel relaxed. You feel safe, right? And then we can notice that change in our body. And we bring in a little irritation just to recognize how our body shifts. And that's just a small irritation. And then we come back and we let our body shift into that safe, calm space. And two things I left out. We would do another round of that and bump up the irritation a little bit. So in that first one is probably 1 on a scale of 1 to 10 irritation, where 1 being slight irritation, 10 being massive irritation. And then we would bump it up to a 2, 3. So we just take it up, ranch our energy up a little bit more, and then come back to that calm, safe state. The other thing I left out is it's helpful to name that place so that you have a word for it. So if you're out and about and you're driving and all of a sudden you can't tap or you can't do your thing, use your tool in the moment. You can say, hey, forest, and remember that space. You practice it enough that you really just can drop into the forest energy, right? You're in this traffic jam, people are driving crazy, and you can say to yourself, forest, maybe close your eyes for a moment. The car's not moving, obviously, and bring back that calm, safe energy, the deep breathing. So find your calm, safe space. It doesn't have to be real, it can be made up. Find a place that works for you. Bring in every sense you can think of, right? All of them. Taste is a little hard, but maybe one of your safe spots involves food of some sort. Animals are really good for safe space. If you have a favorite pet or can imagine having a favorite pet to cuddle up with, they can offer safety. And I acknowledge that some of us do not have safe spaces. So this is learning how to find safety within yourself. So it's a practice. It's something we want to practice often. So especially in these times, if you read something bad in the news, you can come and do this little practice. It takes a few moments, and bring your nervous system into regulate your nervous system, right? So I hope this was helpful. I'm going to keep adding more tools and building upon this, and I appreciate your patience as I learn how to do all of this. So take care of yourself. Remember, if you ever have a moment where you feel you cannot control your emotions, you cannot regulate your emotions, if you feel that any practice where you quiet yourself and then you're dysregulated and you know you have trauma or you suspect you have trauma, reach out. Reach out to a licensed therapist, reach out to community resources, reach out to a counselor through school or through a church or organization that you belong to that you trust, or even a trusted friend. Ideally, if we're having big problems, we want professionals, right? They know how to help us through the bigger traumas. And friends and family can't really do that for us. They're a little too close to us. We need that outsider to learn to build that trust and help us develop those tools. Okay? Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye.